So the last video went over normal hits and what you can do with them. This video will go over counter hits, what you can do with them with or without meter. We'll start with 6B, being the first one. So with 6B you can go into mix, just like before. But now that you give a counter hit, you actually get access to throwing items in a better way. The way it looks like is... Wait, let me change from the weight. The way it looks like is either throwing 2 items while still having some plus frames to work with, or throwing an item into an OTG item. Both are good and have their place, and it's up to you, the player, to know what is better for you at that specific situation. Also, it's important, once you start throwing 2 items, to get familiarized with some more complex item situations, like having trumpet and a hammer, or getting a weight. Because as you saw, if you throw a weight on 6B, it will combo. And actually, if you're on point enough, you can actually cause a full combo to break the wall even, in some cases. There we go. It is pretty hard to confirm, and I don't recommend going for this often, but this is so swaggy, you might blow some commentator's mind by doing this in a real game. So, you can keep that in mind if you wish. Now to the slash buttons. From close slash and 2S counter hits, you'll get the same combo, being close slash 5H confirmed, into either scalpel for more damage, or close slash 5H into mix to carry the opponent into the wall. When close enough to the wall, the mix loop will let you do a 2S as well, which can lead to a wall break. So you can keep that in mind. But from mid-range you usually just get the close slash, since doing the 2S will send the opponent too far for the mix loop to actually connect. For 5H counter hit, you get the same thing like the slash buttons, and it's either a scalpel or a mix. I think it's important that you learn the difference of when is it good to use which, and against which character. There are no absolute answers. It's all a matter of experience and preference. Far slash, sadly, doesn't connect like the other slash buttons, as you can see. The thrust doesn't connect, and the mix doesn't connect as well. If you can confirm far slash into mix, you're in a pretty good place, and it's something you should learn how to do. But if you catch the opponent crouching by any chance, far slash will also connect into thrust. This has something to do with the hit stop or hit stun when people are crouching is bigger on some moves. So you can keep that in mind. If you're capable of confirming an opponent's crouching, or like trying to crouch attack you, like with a 2K or a 2H, then this could be very effective. Especially since far slash at further ranges doesn't really connect with mixes nicely. Especially not on a confirm. For 2H and 2D, you get the same combo. You will hit the opponent into a mix, then you'll do close slash mix. Same is true for this mix loop. If you're close enough to the wall, you're capable of getting a 2S before the mix. But make sure you are actually close enough so you don't drop the mix and get punished. Same true for 2D, of course. Now, what happens when you have meter? Well, that's when a lot of your fun damage starts, right? If you do have meter, I recommend confirming all the slash button counter hits and the 5H counter hit into a scalpel. You can easily combo once you get like a scalpel hit. If you prefer, it's easier to hit them early, RC, and then go for a combo like this. Or go for the just frame. and make a long run for it. As you can see, Faust can get a lot of damage once you get 50 meter and a counter hit in. If you do end up going for the mix, the route of BRC is of course always open for you. The damage is not as good, but it's still very decent. I really recommend learning how to do the normal hit into a combo without hitting the opponent with the RC bubble. Remember, I'm doing a lot of variations on the screen so you guys can see what is possible, and just choose the one that either looks or feels the best to you. If you are wondering, can Faust wall-to-wall with 50 meter? The answer is yes. Credit to krack for coming up with this combo. Oh, oopsie. Oh. By doing a drift RC and starting to run immediately, you can actually cover the screen into a 5K. Which I'm fucking up right now. If you are not feeling like doing this confirmed, you can always just hit the opponent with the RC and change sides. The damage difference is not big, so it's okay to do this. This just looks very swaggy. A very fun combo that I love doing. Involves air dashing after a super jump. Oh. Into a close slash 6A super. This is one of Faust's heaviest combos. It is very technical, and it's very annoying to do in a game. But once you kill Amelia with it, you'll know how I feel. Well, I'm gonna do it again now because I fucked it up. There we go. As you can see, there's a lot of freedom going on once you land the JH in the air. You can air dash and do a lot of different, like, variations of a combo. But the thing you should take away from this is that once you hit scalpel, you can RC to go for either wall. Whether you hit them with the RC and side switch, or you hit them with the sweet spot and you just run them all through the screen, whether a 5K or a super jump into JH. The mix loop will go into the close slash JDBRC. And with 6B, generally I wouldn't recommend RCing it, as it already gives you a hard knockdown and you're not going to get a lot of damage from it. But if you do think you can kill somebody with a RC for 6B, you can either do a mix and RC it, trying to go for a wall with something like this. Which is decent damage. Or you can try and confirm it like this, which is a bit harder, but will reward you a bit better. And breaking the wall, of course. Aw, dude. I swear this is easy. It's just because I'm recording. Here. The consistent one. So, both are nice damage, but one of them a bit harder to confirm than the other one. Up to you, what you feel like you can do, and how much damage you need. is the only question you should ask yourself, probably. Well, except for that, far slash counter into 2H still looks like the mix loop that I added in the end there. You could possibly do a far slash 2H, the drift 2S, but it's a bit hard to do. It's really annoying. I recommend just going for the mix loop. It's very important to have control over it. In counter hit, it is actually easier to land this because you don't need to do the fast RC cancel. You can just hit them, do the hard drift, and do the mix afterwards. I'm not really used to doing it, but that's how it looks like. In general, it's better to just go for the fast one, I think. Just because it's more consistent. But it is an option for whoever is struggling. Now I'm running through my head if I'm missing something. I don't think I am. 1 over close slash 2S, 5H, far slash 2H, 2D. This doesn't do anything special. Just fake combos. And 6B. Okay, so I guess this is the counter hit section. We'll go over wall combos in the next one. Hopefully I can keep it short so you guys are not too tired. And remember, if there's anything you're unsure about or you want to clarify, then make sure to just ask me. I will try to answer. I don't think I've ever turned down a question before. Okay, so till the next one, which is going to be released on the same day, so it's weird to say. Later. So, I don't know if it's a chronic illness I have, or like why the moment I press stop recording, I immediately get reminded of something, but recently Zutter, a mod in my chat and a fellow Faust player, brought to my attention you can cancel 2H counter hit into a JD from an RC on mix. Basically, you're doing mix, then you're RCing to be airborne, and you get this. Now, this looks swaggy as fuck, and I love it. And apparently, compared to your normal combo that you do, which leads to 210 damage on Kyle, you can actually get more with this one by doing this route, which looks amazing. You can end on super if you have 100 meter. This 10 more damage is the optimal route. There's actually one more optimal route you can do from this, which is even harder to do. Which I can try to do right now. Wait. I really dislike this. Okay, it looks like this. And this will do 226. So there's already 16 more damage. It's up to you if you ever want to try this swag in a real game. I don't recommend it at all. I don't think anybody should do this. But it does look cool. So I wanted to include it. Shout out to Zutter for bringing my attention to the possibility of doing 2H into JD. Anyway, again, see you on the next one. Bye-bye.